Parliament's ad hoc committee looking into allegations of corruption and political interference in the SAPS has taken an adjournment. Some political parties are objecting to the use of KZN Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi's statement from the Mandlanga Commission of Inquiry, which, as you know, has been sitting for the past 3 weeks. It resumes next week on the 13th. Let's bring in Dr. Jean Redpath. She's a senior researcher at the Dullah Omar Institute at UWC. It's great to talk to you, Jean. Thanks very much for your time. This seems like a procedural issue. Just how important is it, in your opinion?
I think it has to be seen in the light of the political party from which the issue is emanating. So it's the EFF and MK who are essentially creating a mountain out of a molehill. This parliamentary inquiry is wanting to finish its work in a very short space of time, much shorter than the Madlanga Commission. And that is only going to be possible through the sharing arrangement with which the committee actually agreed to with the Madlanga Commission. So maybe there is a technical legal point around being properly before the committee, but I don't think it required the kind of outraged response exhibited by the members concerned in the committee today.
Right. You know, the evidence that he gave at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry, this is the KZN Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, surely is the same evidence that he will be giving at the ad hoc committee in Parliament. The evidence remains the same.
Certainly I would hope that the ad hoc committee would do some closer questioning. So, you know, that the affidavit, the written testimony might be the same, but one would hope that different questions might be posed by this committee, because the focus is different. The focus is around the oversight exercised by Parliament and possible failures there. So it's a different kind of investigation. And one also hopes that this is a proper check and balance against the Madlanga Commission, which so far hasn't really done any cross-examination of the evidence that has been before it. And to go over the same territory that the Madlanga Commission has already gone over would seem to be fruitless and wasteful expenditure in this context.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I suppose Julius Malema, the EFF leader's point stands that the ad hoc committee is not a junior and should not be considered a junior to the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry.
Well, I mean, that's putting it as junior and senior. That's not what's before us. You have a sworn affidavit, which, if it had been put before a court of law, could also be put before the committee. It really is a nonsense point, in my view. It's creating, it's manufacturing outrage, and we have to be very mindful that both the Madlanga Commission and this is very much, and the allegations of Mkhwanazi himself, very much must be seen in the light of factional battles within the ANC, and with the EFF and the MK more aligned to a particular faction of the ANC. And so, you know, one has to see all of this in that using that lens of politics. This is not just about the facts. This is politics, playing out in Parliament as well.
Yeah, politics 101. So yeah, you're saying, Dr. Redpath, that you're not surprised that it's the EFF and the MK party that have effectively come out guns blazing on what is a matter of procedure. And yes, it should be fixed, but the kind of outrage, certainly the kind of delay in an ad hoc committee that has 30 days to do its work, perhaps unnecessary.
Precisely, and I think that is exactly the objective here. It's to muddy the waters, it's to delay, it's to undermine the credibility of Norman Arendse, SC, and the other legal people who are assisting Parliament in this matter. And that's really the underlying objective of the EFF and the MK. In case the Commission comes out with findings or information that is not aligned with that of the Madlanga Commission, or is in some way not advantageous to them and their political side of the whole issue.
Dr. Dr. Redpath, did you happen to see what the interaction was between Advocate Norman Arendse SC and the ad hoc committee chairperson that led Julius Malema to raise a point of order saying that the chairperson was being undermined and raising questions around Advocate Arendse?
I did not see it. What I did read was that there was he interjected around explaining the nature around was moved to interject to explain an affidavit, what the nature of the affidavit was, and Malema, who is allergic to that sort of thing, obviously said that, well, that's undermining his authority. It wasn't. It was providing further information.
Dr. Redpath, let me thank you for your time this morning as we continue to wait for the ad hoc committee. I believe the adjournment was just around 10 o'clock.